Hello, my name is Cody Engdahl, and I'm applying for the podcast producer position. I am a big fan of podcasts myself. I listen to several of them, including the social media marketing podcast every week, as well as several historical podcasts and Spanish language ones as well. I'm particularly fond of the historical ones because I myself am a historical novelist. I've written two books so far. Both of these I wrote. These are about the Second Michigan Cavalry during the Civil War. Both of them are available on Amazon and at local bookstores. I have a lot of experience, especially in producing. I started off in Detroit, working for WDIV in the sales department as a freelance producer. Actually, I started as an assistant producer and then worked my way up to a full-fledged freelance producer. I produced a lot of the local commercials. So if the sales department had, let's say, a car dealership or a mortgage company that needed a 30-second spot, I would be the one to write it and produce it, go out with a camera crew, have it shot, and then sit in there for the edit with the client. Later on, I had a second career in television and news. I started off as a photographer, and then eventually I came here and they made me a reporter. I worked at WSMV for several years. I was there for 6 years. I was a morning reporter when I left there. Your question about a trouble I had at work, when you work in news and production, it's really the art of problem solving. Nothing ever goes the way you plan. One that comes to mind, I mean, I could go every day. There were things that we had to get around, but I'll tell you one time I was working in Toledo and I was a photographer at the time, and it was Thanksgiving and there was a huge pileup on I-75, but we couldn't get the microwave truck. The microwave truck is the way that we're able to send the footage in the live shot back to the station in Toledo. So I got in the car. We had very little time. We had about a half hour before we had to go on the air. So I got in the car. We had a car and a live truck. I drove down there, jumped out. I took my camera and I did what's called in-camera editing, where I'd find a shot, get it set, record like 3 to 4 seconds, stop, shoot something else, and did about a minute and a half worth of that, so that there was no time for us to edit because we had to go live within a half hour, but we wanted to be able to show what happened. So I was able to get back to the live truck, feed that back to the station, and we were live at 11 o'clock. We were the only news station out there with any kind of, we were the only ones out there, actually. It was Thanksgiving. Everybody else had mailed in, and not us. We were working hard. Let me just check to make sure. I'm using my laptop here. Number 2, yeah, okay, I think I have everything. If you're interested in doing an in-person interview, I'd be happy to do that. And check out all my links, and even if you don't hire me, I highly recommend you reading my book. Thank you very much for your consideration.